so it just
Now, it looks
dropped.
like there's an interruption to the internet services in that area. They're currently working to resolve the issue. It looks like it began at 10:03 and it's expected to end.
That's right now. It began like maybe like 8 minutes earlier.
Okay, well that's just what it was reported here.
Gotcha.
Like we wouldn't know that there was like an outage to an area until we accumulate several calls so we can pinpoint that there's an outage. So, but looking here, it says it's due to be resolved at the latest by 2:03 a.m.
Rip.
Again, that's the latest.
Jeez, yeah, I didn't see any scheduled maintenances.
I'm sorry?
I didn't
actually
see any scheduled
believed-
maintenances for today.
No, it wasn't scheduled. It's due to unforeseen circumstances.
Gotcha.
It wasn't scheduled.
Do you think we could get credit for these drops or like this maintenance period? Because we were in the middle of doing work. And
That is a possibility. However, I just handle technical support. I wouldn't be able to give any credits or anything. You would have to get it with the billing department tomorrow to verify and see if they're able to, which I'm sure they will. I'll be able to add a credit for you for that.
okay.
Alright, so of course that'll explain the issue with the internet being down. So is there anything else I can help you with on your account?
No, ma'am.
Is this call completely satisfied?
Kinda, not really.
Alright, well I do appreciate your time. What was your name today, ma'am?
Thank you, Yin Shao.
Alright, thank you again. You have a great night.
You too. Thank you.
We haven't seen much from Disconnected.
Currently exiting stream.
They're gonna have to show up. I've actually played.
Hashtag I hate Xfinity. Okay, it might crash again. If it crashes again, guys, I will not be going live again because I don't want you guys to miss the games. I don't want to cut in and out for anyone. So if it crashes again,
Pressure on their back.
I will not be coming back
imagine,
online.
but
So let's
like
hope
we were
it
talking about
doesn't
last week,
crash.
If you have a couple poor performances, try not to get on each other. Try not to do the blame game after that game. Like, you gotta stay positive. You gotta have those vibes coming.
Oh yeah,
in.
I do think Juicy is a
That
top
mindset
IGL.
that
Yes,
you guys
100%.
can win, right?
The
Like,
way
you gotta
Juicy
keep that in
IGLs
mind. So
has
hopefully
a lot of
Disconnect, they can
potential.
do just that. Have a good time. Play their game. Get some kills. Get
In
some
my
fights here.
opinion, Bayo currently has a
Right
more
out here.
consistent
It's gonna be moving around.
IGL
So,
style,
the typical
but the way
grandma
Juicy
early game, not
IGLs
much
is
action.
more
Yeah, just kind of
advanced in the sense of if everyone can do exactly what Juicy envisions, like their Juicy has so much more potential with the way he will IGL a team and how they will learn, in my opinion. And I think Bayo's starting to do the same. But Space Station is one of the teams on North America that will try and do like
We were just talking
riskier
about-
things
Yeah, we
just
were
to
talking
practice
about-
doing
unfortunately,
more
just
high-level
losing one
stuff,
member right
if
there.
that makes sense.
And that's what you want to avoid, because it's just so.
I won't
much
watch
more
it, to be honest, just
difficult
watching
lately
because of
when
you
you're
to
down
learn
that
more.
first line.
Thanks,
The whole
BRK.
squad runs in 4 on you. It is hard.
I think you could also watch and learn on your own
They're gonna
too.
get
Maybe
both shots,
like
so
you'll
unfortunate
learn
for
different
Disconnect, they're
things.
gonna go
Like you
ahead
won't see the game the
and
way
lick
I
their
see it.
wounds, get together,
And just so everyone knows, like
hopefully not lose another
how
member.
I see a game is not
You kinda have to
the
question
best
yourself.
and optimal
The
way.
clips out there on their own. They
Like there's a
member,
reason why there's
two of the
better.
members,
Like I would say Bayo's a
they
better
continue
IGL
to
than me.
rotate on into
I'd
a
say
compound, try to
Juicy
get into
understands
some
and
type of
knows more
cover.
than I do,
But I feel like
because
the
they
clips
see
are
and
looking for
understand
skills
the
out there.
game better
But
more.
it's
Like
gonna be a
I'm still
1v4.
trying to
I
learn.
mean, this is,
Also,
in my opinion,
I
a
might
losing
like
battle.
be able
See
to
'em
explain
dragging
things a
out
little bit
onto
better
S&G,
than
so
Juicy
hopefully they're in the
or
dirt, playing that
Bayo.
lone strategy.
Or maybe because
And,
I'm one of the
just
few
trying
that
not to
actually
notice right
stream
now.
and talk
Or
about the
maybe
game,
some
so
of
you
the
guys don't have
others as
anyone else to
well.
watch to
Everybody
learn.
just continue to, like, get some
But
moves here.
I guess the main thing I'm saying is by no means am I saying I'm like the best like analyzer or I know the most about the
but
game.
Singularity found Eclipse. That's another member.
They found him.
Another
That's what I was talking about.
I'm just
But
rambling
Eclipse,
now,
you
but
know,
yeah.
just kind of dangling out here.
No,
with
he
some
got a
bait on
hickey and
hook,
started
which
streaming again.
waiting to
Let's.
get snatched up.
That's a tough one
Hate
right
to
there.
see it.
Damn, Lucy
Yeah,
just
hate
got
to see it,
DC'd.
indeed.
Still 2 members alive though.
Yeah, it helped.
Yeah.
It
They're
happened
gonna
to some
have to
other
work
players
twice
too
as
here.
hard because
That
now
sucks, dude. That's
Miramar
so
is one of
bad.
those tough maps where you're just
Juicy,
out
better
to
IGL,
overcome
Bayo overall
teams.
smartest
Hopefully
player.
they're able to kinda put it together and be able to get a decent placement for their
I could
squad.
see, I could
Already now
see,
happy, 2 kills.
I could see how
They're
that
running
works.
around, they look to be pretty well looted. They're just kind of holding this position, overlooking everything right above Picado.
I got a question. Is there a name for this bird? This hawk? Is there like an official name for it?
Dude, I don't even know.
Yeah, I guess if I had to explain it, basically, Juicy, I feel like the way Juicy does his IGLing and the way he pushes his team, he's not just going for first place. He's going for like
That's correct.
first place and more.
He just kind of hangs out on my shoulder, chills.
And then Bayo is like,
And then
he
the
will
bear.
just,
Does the bear
if
have
this
a
will
name?
get first place,
Oh, I don't know about the
We'll
bear,
get
but
back to
Then-
survival.
Survival, gotta be
Oh,
Looking to be
wow.
one. Ooh. Is he gonna prenade again?
By
What?
themselves.
Oh, he
By
shot.
themselves.
He shot him through the wall.
oh my gosh, survival.
Survival
How did
was
that
leaning,
happen?
he was leaning a little too close to it, and his arm kind of stuck through it.
Oh.
Got a little bit of a bop right
I
there.
don't know if you can connect that. You gotta be careful with that, Grenade.
Oh, he's coming with that
I
Uzi.
believe they are recognizing a decent solo player though.
Oh, grab the buggy and
Look at
leave!
this buggy. He's
the
out.
buggy and run.
GTA. We gone. Survival. Survive. Oh, he's gonna have a hard time.
Oh, that's an F in the chat right there.
Oh my
Right
god,
on
survival.
that slate of concrete. That's target practice if I've ever seen one.
That's
Oh,
Lazo gets
man.
Lucifer. That's a tough one right there.
That's a survival move if I've ever
But
seen
man,
one.
yeah, survival tried. to
Survival
try it.
played it as well as he
I think
could
this
though.
is the toughest one. This
Yeah.
is the toughest one. I thought
I
he made
like
it
that
out there as
nade,
well, I'm not gonna
that
lie,
survival
man. I
through.
saw
I
where
like how he
landed,
tried to cook a second
and,
nade.
they were hot on it, bro. They were hot on it, man.
That's
More
tough.
mistakes happening in this game. Bucky, I believe, fat finger right there. The revive should.
He's the worst survival in
One
A.
of their squad mates near him.
That was a nice try.
Off in the kill feed.
That was funny though.
As always.
That was funny.
Poor Richie, you know, that's
Who is the in-game leader of
Cloud
Cloud9?
Right
Bayo.
now, it's kinda
Beowulf
crazy.
is.
You see, it's still pretty early in the game. There's a lot of people right now getting knocked out early. That's going to be tough, especially for Miramar. Lucifer was finished too. That's
Yep.
terrible. Knocked and thirsted by the play zone. Not sure exactly what happened there, but you see Ice just kind of chilling. Hit his vehicle, rotating towards zone. Q in the blue as well. The unnamed trying
Someone
to...
told me Lucifer's phone died.
Oh, that feels really bad.
Gotta plug that thing in.
You
Right.
gotta have
plug
that
it in.
charger
Of course, it's his
close
phone
and
that
at the ready.
died, not
That
the
is unbelievable. I was
game.
wondering because I saw him earlier, just kind of staring.
That's not
at
what
the
Lucy
ceiling.
said in my chat.
But man,
Yeah.
that's a huge loss. Huge feels bad for Endgame.
Oh, you know, you got enough time to plug it in, get a little juice up in there, a little juice. Makes you
But-
loose.
Hey, but I'll
Here
tell you
comes,
what, you know,
Circle.
Lucifer is one of those players. He's very experienced. Even with dying here, he's gonna be putting a big effort into this team.
My
He's
phone
gonna be
died. What
looking and-
interesting sources we
making
got
sure
here.
that he gives all the comms he can for his squad to make it a little bit easier on them. There's been plenty of times.
And
where
even
the
is not the
defense
in-game
finish
leader
on
of
top,
C9
so,
now. It's always been Beowulf.
they're able to deal with that loss. Oh, but here comes the AWM out the AWM. My
Yeah.
personal favorite for this map. I wonder if a team is gonna be in a good position.
What parts of the game am I trying to get better at? Oh, that's a good question.
That's gonna be a huge pickup.
No suppressor in it though. No suppressor.
Okay, so
No suppressor in the crate.
my biggest errors
need
right
it.
now,
They- like,
and I
want
feel
you to
like
hear
it
this
also kind of
AWM
goes with the
when it comes
team,
out.
is that we play too
Wanna hear it.
fast
The unnamed out here
in the
blue,
sense
bro.
of we're not all on the
Taking
same page
a
when we
lot
need
of
to do
damage,
something.
maybe
It's like,
miscalculating how far
I
they
think of
are
something that needs to
from
be
the circle
done,
here. I know Rand has,
but it's a team
maybe
thing that
first
should,
aid, but
like the whole team
first
should do
aid
this
that
thing
you're
that
not
I'm
gonna be able
thinking
to
of.
use in the mid
So
to late
I'll
game
call
unless you
it,
continue
and then I just start
lead
doing
on
it,
up
and
to
then the
it,
team's
so
not ready to do
hopefully
it,
they'll make it. Prada.
and then I do it by myself,
Tonight,
or the
don't
team's
be
not on the same
sleeping on
page.
up these leaderboards.
and then
Don't be
someone
sleeping on
dies
this team.
for no reason,
They
and then
definitely got
everything
some
falls
ball
apart.
skill, just unfortunately, they just seem to
Or
have
I
that
just start
one
doing things on my own
players kinda getting caught
and
out
not
there
start
early,
calling it
losing them
and
with that
communicating
early
with the
mid game,
team
making it
to
tough
get
for
the
them to
proper
get that strong
support
finish, but,
or the
hey,
proper
like
like
they've been quite
team
consistent lately, and
play
they
down.
put in
Like
that
if I'm
work
gonna go
early
do
in the
this,
game, they can fly
they need to
through
start
the
doing this. So I need to first tell them I'm gonna do this,
Let's see where
and
it
then
goes.
they understand. Okay, I'm gonna do this in response.
You got- you
And sometimes I just go ahead and do it,
two members
and then they're not in a position to play off of it.
And find that great spot.
So, yeah. And then another mistake I have is I sometimes try and do too much.
Yeah.
Like, I try and take, like, too much of an off angle, or I try to spread out a little too much to control more ground. And I just spread in a way where it just gets me knocked, and I'm really hard to pick up, or I get thirsted. Right, where I could have just sat still and relaxed and chilled. Like, I need to play more patient, essentially.
Doing a little bit of scouting action.
I get too like restless. Like, I move around too much. I try and find too much info sometimes, and I just play a little too risky in that sense. It's like not calculated enough. Like, I'm very calculated after a game. But during the game, sometimes my thoughts go too fast, and I just start doing things without properly assessing, like, all the situations.
Each one of these members of these teams have a knock on each other. They're right next to one another. One good nade could be the end.
So that's my weak areas right now. And also my close range can get better. My close range has just always been, like, not that good. And I've just been practicing, like, movements in TDM. My close range is bad because of my movement, and then B, I play things too fast sometimes. Like, close range, when we're pushing, I just keep pushing. When, like, I watch other players that are smarter, they'll push up, they'll stop, they'll try and bait out some shots, they'll see how the enemy reacts from the pressure of them pushing.
1 or 2 grenades,
and then they'll push some more or something like that. Like, a good example that happened to me a few games, and something that I noticed of myself, is when we're pulling up to a building and they're shooting at us right as we're pulling up, and I hop out the car, instead of hopping out the car and going prone behind the car to just see how the enemy team reacts, I hop out the car and then I just start pushing into them. And then for them, that's so easy to predict. So they just peek out and then shoot me, and then I die. But if I were to hop out the car and crouch behind it or prone behind it, then I could wait for them to try and do something. Like, they might pull a nade and I could hear it and then I push. Or they push out to try and, you know, finish me because I just hopped out of a car. Or, you know, stuff like that. Like, I play too one-dimensional close range. Like, I'm very predictable close range. When I push, I just keep pushing. Right? When you're crashing a building and your driver gets shot out and you need to hop out the car, like, running at them is like the most predictable move. Instead, sit behind the car, pull a grenade, see how they react. You're behind cover, you know, you don't have to just keep pushing. And wow, what a hardship.
Still favoring Sarah out there to the west. Unruly trying to get the snipe with the AWM on Ali Card they made that jump shot.
You and ZooTay's Wi-Fi been off since 2015.
They need to protect those cars because
16 alive, and we're shifting into the 5th circle right now, or 16 teams alive.
And once the zone hits the next circle, it is gonna hurt. So, man, maybe they just kind of both make an agreement, say, hey guys, let's just get the heck out of here and fight each other later. But it doesn't look like it. They are pissed.
This is NA.
You think it's strange if you guys aren't on the same page? The thing is, like, we've never built a synergy that's very effective. There's a reason why when we got to Malaysia, we didn't make top 3.
You with the double barrel shotgun.
There's a reason why some games we do really fucking well on Omen last split, and then some games we do really fucking bad. Because sometimes the synergy is there and we're on the same page without having to say too much, and then other times when we don't say enough, we're not on the same page, and then everything falls apart.
You are scared. And just, you know, leave this 4 angry babies behind.
That was interesting. So right there, the second they saw 4 angry
so yeah,
babies
we
leave,
need to work on our
okay,
synergy.
Boom, get in the vehicles and get
and that's like one way to work better on synergy is slowing things down so everyone gets on the same page every time almost, and then you work on getting on the same page faster and faster. You don't just play fast and hope we get on the same page more often. That leads to very inconsistent like results.
Or your baby's able to peel off that fight.
So one thing I need to do personally is slow down a little bit. Play a bit more like close range. I kind of like panic close range. I just start like doing things without just sitting still, giving comms, waiting for the enemies to move, react, and stuff like that. So that's my problem as a close range player, and that's also my problem sometimes in game leading or making decisions.
Getting pinned down by Prada.
What is synergy? Synergy is basically like, if I want to push something, my teammate knows to watch over me, and my other teammates knows to push with me, and my fourth teammate knows to come and support in a different way. All at the same time, like as quickly as possible. When you don't have synergy, that's when I push, and my second teammate is 1 second behind to watch over me. And in that 1 second difference, I get knocked, and he's not there to support me until a second later. That's when synergy is off.
What do you think about this one, Dave? This is a tough position for
they had
your
a challenge.
babies.
They had a challenging rotate, you know, the 400 babies. I do like that.
I have some savage close range players. Yeah. Nico's our best close range player.
King gonna be getting some nice shots out there.
Wi-Fi is really good, like close range movement wise.
Careful because Jovi's right up there to their
But
north.
in pure like being able to kill someone close
Hard
range,
God
Nico's
themselves
our
gonna be up here
best.
on that church area,
And they can
overlooking
see
multiple
everybody.
teams.
Absolutely right.
Yep, they have so many sidelines.
Dude,
out
I
there.
really like Nico. He says
It's
Right
thank
on
you.
the
their
edge,
game.
though. You are scared being gate kept.
He's got manners.
And that's a
I
tough game
I really
versus
like
the
it.
zone right now and having to
I
scoop
enjoy
out,
it.
getting
Yeah, Nico is a former IGL of Tempo.
from different angles. Not easy.
Smokes are gonna be out. I do believe those are smokes from.
Oh, it's a Chuma circle.
Scared to get up close and personal.
Those are like what,
Can get some nice shots
2
over
or
there.
3 hard shifts in a
Still
row.
alive in the shack over there. Some nice windows. Watching their squad mates just die in front of them though. This has to be so painful. The third party from AVX up there on the church show, doing so much work, so much damage.
What happened?
Ton of damage.
Click to
And
see the
Unnamed
message.
As well, getting some shots on. Royd's not getting a knock on to Vutron Cal.
Oh my gosh.
Up to the northwest side.
What about Telly?
It's gonna be tough for these
Telly's
squads. Trying to get a kill right now. Bang!
His Jets machine, bro.
Free fire.
Telly's not bad.
Got him.
Free
Ain't even
fire.
have a vehicle.
He's sometimes good, and then sometimes he doesn't do well.
Previous chicken dinner. They're gonna be risking it a little bit out here. Gabby props.
Nice, pick up the kills and then leave.
Mopping them up right there. Getting some more points on the board. I believe AVX might have moved out, or at least were distracted, because I'm surprised Jovi were able to push on over there in the open. Yeah, AVX are no longer in their church position. They're
Yeah, Opa
prioritizing
is
the
being
zone
Opa.
right now. So just perfect timing right there from Jovi, two members to be able to
Absolutely.
clean it
And
up.
the unnamed in a really good position.
Nice.
That-
That's a
that
good pull up
side
by
is
Unnamed.
Really good for them, but they got Jovi right behind them. They're gonna have to go ahead and frag out like crazy, and this is that position to do it. For
Oh,
sure.
doesn't Team
Drive on the
6C
corner as
ran
well.
here?
Full squad up. This is gonna be a huge game for them. They need these points as they are a little bit behind in the
Yeah, dude.
leaderboards
Telly
on their
hella
second
OP
game of matches.
sometimes, though.
Yeah. Here comes the
It's like
fight.
a random
Jovi
burst.
are going to be making the push on up. The unnamed was kind of
Oh,
distracted,
I'm
kind
Lucy,
of
the
tunnel
coach.
visioned out there, take some shots.
We have a
SMG
coach right
trying to
now,
get the
though.
third party. Also tossing out the grenades.
Oh, I
We see
love
Kid,
this
and we
play
see
by
Gabby
Jovi.
in the front line, going to be taking the shots. Bucky already down. Q from the unnamed trying to get the revenge
Oh,
play. Rain gonna be
rip
fighting
to
from
you.
From behind. Here comes the third party. And just like that, the unnamed.
Okay, I don't know if
crushed like a
Jovi did this on
Pringles
purpose,
sandwich.
but
They're gonna be
they-
done and
I think-
done
I'm pretty
with
sure they had
SMG with
vehicles.
4 members alive,
They
trying to
stopped
take down the last 2 members.
short,
of
so their
Jovi.
cars don't
There's
make
nothing
sound,
you
and
can
then they
do.
ran
Well,
in
guess
on
what?
foot
SMG
and
Jovi
pushed
know they're in the top
into the
range.
backs
They're
of
looking to take them
TU.
out early. The second they got that
If
knock,
TU had
they
someone
said,
watching
"Hey,
behind them,
let's take them out
that would have
early
been
and we can
avoided
fight each other
though.
right afterwards," and it looks like that's what's about to happen. Singularity coming on the slump, gets the knock.
SMG with a very good push
Third
though.
party
They
down.
saw the third party opportunity and they went for it.
That's huge. That's huge, that third party. That's going to stop the push right there. Caitlyn might be able to survive after that because
Okay,
now S&G
Caitlin's
are
gonna
heavily
be the last one
distracted.
alive
They
now.
might want to go for this revive. Already throwing smokes on out. Tribe out there also trying to third party. All these
Ooh,
teams, 8 teams
that
remaining,
shit.
so close to each other right now.
The
Nobody can
zone-
take a fight without being punished.
The zone moves further center off of Caitlyn. Unfortunately, she got that little bit of a break, but it gets a little bit tougher right now. Will she be able to, though, snake her way in? And teams might forget about her, and you never know. She might be able to get some huge kills coming up here.
Yeah. You can hope.
She already
No,
got-
Caitlyn got King 8! Oh, Memo got
but
Caitlyn.
Memo takes her out. That's going to be it for Jovi.
Jovi out in 8th. Not
Place, though.
not like
And
too
they
bad.
got some kills. We'll have to pay attention to how many kills they got at the end here.
What about
SMG
Carnage?
gonna be
Carnage is good close
running
range too.
Around, avoiding unknown blood over here in this compound.
Carnage is pretty
Going
good close
towards
range
the door.
also.
X Games out there in the distance as well. All 4 members of SMG
Carnage
recover off that.
plays a little bit
With 9
slower
kills, but Tribe
close
trying to
range than
toss
Nico
out the
though.
smokes.
Nico
Yep.
can play very
Where are they
fast
going? Are they gonna try to breach
and
the
just
AVX compound
have
or try to wrap
insane
around
gun
them?
skill like close
They
range.
have to get out of there. The zone is shifting.
Carnage relies
They
more
need to go ahead
on
and take that zone priority.
playing a bit
They can
slower
just drop the
and
nades,
playing more
a
patient
little bit
and
of
waiting for the
breathing room,
opponent to
they're
make a
on this
mistake
wall.
and then
They're
he
gonna have to push
kills
in,
them
though.
off of it.
And it ain't gonna be easy.
Unknown blood right over here as well. This is so dangerous.
But Nico could just like just push a person and then just win those
Got the
fights.
AK out.
Oh,
I would say like
looks like Memo.
Carnage and
was able to survive.
Wi-Fi
Ice
are
and
like
gone out. Unknown blood
close
kicking
behind
in and out
Nico.
here, trying to provide that cover for Ice to get the revive.
Shaka trying to pick him up. Tribe holding on right here. It's gonna be tough that they don't go for that push. They're gonna go ahead and try to get in now though. Hold the position. Memo getting lit up a little bit. Epic's gonna try to make that cross as well.
Like when I 1v1 Nico, Nico's just constantly pushing. He's constantly getting closer and closer. Carnage will like hold angles a little bit more or like bait out shots a little more.
These buildings on
Oh,
over here.
Ice coming around the corner
also
right now.
Revive, trying to get the wrap around. Yep, they hear him. Ice
to get
though
an
gonna be
angle.
having to walk the long distance. Right behind him, gonna take
Get
some shots on
King A.
King A prone right there, anticipating the push, but was knocked down in the process. Epic
Dang, this is a crazy
behind the
circle.
burning vehicle.
Oh, this could be a huge nade right here. Will he hit it?
Oh, onto Bass. That could be good.
Oh, it bounced
Ooh,
off.
Not connecting on the Bass.
Hits the edge
It's
of
a
the
1v1. No, 1v2. Hitman's still alive. Oh, Hitman.
Oh.
As I say that, knocked from another angle. 1v1.
Outside
Bass
of
trying to
Thurston
get
now.
the thirst out here, trying to get some points.
Close that door.
Smoke's coming out
I think
from that.
Tribe's down to 1.
Yep, Epic now just sitting there.
Tribe's down to 1.
And he's in a really good spot. You know, he's pretty hidden. Hopefully the zone comes
Oh
in. And it doesn't.
no.
It goes off to the side. Singularity
Unlucky.
now in a great position to win.
He died.
Minwoo, very paranoid. Throwing nades out to that random spot just in case. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at this point in the game, you want to hold out your nades unless you know you can get somebody with them. But I guess you want to clear out your angles, you know, just make sure no one's over there. So I also get it. Epic could set up for a nice backstab right
He's
there.
got
I
a
don't
lot of
know
work to do.
if Unknown Blood.
These games are pretty even. All teams have done pretty well.
We're
Yeah.
gonna Get into this new zone. SNG though, like you said, definitely in the favorable position to win this game. 4 members live, 10 kills to the name up here in the north. Gonna be taking some shots. Clue connecting on to one of the members from X
Ooh.
Games. Here comes Epic trying to get the revenge play. Not tossing the grenade though.
Teasing
Choosing not
us.
to.
Puts the pin back in. Says, I'm gonna hold on to this for later.
Yeah.
He said, you know what?
X
Zone's
Games
coming.
smokes out.
Oh, there goes Epic.
Hey,
He's
Epic
out.
is dead.
Oh, Epic's out. Epic's out. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Good
right.
play.
Tribe out of there. Look at that pre-fire in the smoke right now.
Yep.
That's where all that extra
SMG's
ammo
got a
comes in.
really
And
good spot.
Maniac,
Oh.
unfortunately getting caught on that angle, is able to stay alive. Gonna hit that first aid kit real quick as this zone is starting to get closer and closer.
Save your nades.
More grenades out there in the smokes.
Six was highlighted in a
Trying to
message.
inflict as much
ZooTay
damage
check
as
my close
possible.
range.
AVX also trying to make
That
it
big.
Okay.
We see the
Six's
kill
close range used to be really bad, but I've seen him do way more confident and better in close range recently. Like for the past month or two.
4v4.
Your close range has gotten a lot better. I've seen you do a lot better close range, and then sometimes it like goes to shit again. But yeah.
ZooTay coming from trash. Just kidding.
But I do remember when Sixless was like really bad close range, like really bad. And then he started doing some pretty nutty stuff close range.
Oh, gonna be spotted by Cobra.
I think in close range, all you need is confidence. That's the biggest thing, probably. For me, anyways, it's
Trigger also
confidence.
tagged
I think
across
sneaking requires a lot of
in
confidence
return
too.
from Clue. Clue
Just
gonna be
sneaking is like
connecting
OP
another
too.
one with the M4. 2 members are left for X Games. Right now, SNG looking to clean up. the lobby.
SNG's 17 kills. Wow. When did they get this
Remember,
many
the record's
kills?
22.
They're
Record's
popping.
22, but still,
Oh, they're
regardless,
pre-firing
huge
this smoke. They're in trouble. Oh, they got hit markers. This is it.
There goes one. There goes almost another.
Oh,
Are we
though.
going
Nice.
blue?
Oh, pick up the thirst. I like it.
One of the kills. That's a huge point for them.
That's actually nuts. Yeah. That's
Just
actually
keep
nuts.
spamming.
as an overall player, so I can feel confident.
Okay, I got it. I was getting worried though. SNG,
As an overall player, Sixless?
They were losing members at the end.
If IGLing was not involved, you would be the most important, best overall North America player. But
No, baby, just say I am.
But if you have to put in IGLing also, I would still put Bayo as like the most important player.
Deciding factor by 1 kill. So every kill matters for sure, but huge game.
I said this before on stream, I think. If Sixless and Bayo had to make a new team and not be on the same team together, Bayo's team will do better just because Bayo has so much more IGL experience. But if I was on a team with Bayo already, and I could pick anybody else to be on my team with Bayo, it would be Sixless.
Acer's been really good too.
Acer,
Dude, he's got
that's
his own
true.
hacks. He's got his own hacks. You can't beat the zone hacks.
I don't know. I need to see Acer play out a full split because I've seen Bayo play out multiple splits and he has always done very well. Acer,
Bayo's
unfortunately,
zone hacks is not as good as Acer's.
yeah, but no, Acer. I gotta see how Acer does through the whole split and not just the split PMPL because not gonna lie, this split is a lot easier than all the splits that have been played before. Because this is the only split where they invited 3 top North American teams to the next stage already. All the other splits that have been played, all the top North American teams were competing with one another in those.
Day number 3. So, with that being said,
So, first I gotta see how he does in this split, and even if he does very well this split, I need to see how he does in PMPL.
It's Hot Jukes.
Yeah.
so don't go.
Yo, Hot Jukes! Great hearing you cast, man. Yeah. Oh, we got one more map. We got one more map, boys. Is OMPMPL ready? I would like some more practice. We're getting there though. We have been becoming more and more consistent now. We finally hit like a mark where it's like, okay, we're getting consistent now. Before, we have like new loot spots. We're kind of figuring out rotations differently, and then it's just, and we're trying to do different things from last split to become better. So we were kind of inconsistent, but we're getting consistent now. Like our results have been more and more consistent. We're starting to feel more structure with the team and how we rotate, who's doing what. Like it's like getting there. Why is China so much better than North America? Because China plays this game so much more and they have so much more tournaments than we do. Why is Siga not starter? Was he not starting for Tribe? What was the lineup? It was
I don't know.
It was Epic, King A, Memo, and Outsider? I know Siga took a very long break. He went to South America to visit his girlfriend for a while, so he didn't get to play as much. That might be why. Yeah, he just got back from Argentina. Did I say South? It's Argentina and South America.
Babe, yes.
Okay.
Babe, don't say that on stream. People are gonna think you're dumb.
I am dumb.
You're geographically dumb.
I am geographically dumb.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Pyro! Dude, I would totally have Pyro on the dream team too.
Tensa making good fragger contention. Oh yeah, the IG... Okay, Rain is IGL for Tempo right now, from what I last heard. But I know Tensa / HH was... No, Tensa was IGL for TT. And Tensa is like... Tensa's really good too. Tensa could like IGL. And he's an insane fragger. Acer said Spring is IGL now. Acer doesn't do IGLing as much anymore. because it just takes more pressure off of him and he can focus more on fragging, which I think is a good call. If you can have a player IGL and the fragger could just focus more on fragging, I think you should always go with that. What's my dream team, Zoo? I don't know. That's such a hard question. Tenso wasn't IGL, it was HH and Enigma? Oh, okay. When I was playing with Tensa, HH, and Carnage, I think Tenso was IGLing. HH was IGL? Okay, HH was IGL for TT. But I know HH doesn't like being IGL. HH would rather just focus on fragging, so I think Tensa became IGL.
Who wouldn't, though?
I don't know.
Feels nice to be like, quote unquote, top fragger. Even you were like, I just want to focus on fragging.
The thing is, like, a lot of the IGLs last split, like, were the top fraggers.
Yeah, even you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Juicy, Acer, Tensa, and Bayo Dream Team. Bayo, Acer, you gotta put Sixless in there somewhere. I think Sixless is still, like, just the most versatile overall player NA has. Like, when you're a solo, Sixless is like the best solo player. Sixless just could, yeah, I think Sixless would have to be on the dream team just because he could do so much. He's just so experienced at the game. Bayo, Acer, 6, Tensa. That sounds pretty deadly. Cloud9's a dream team already.
Dream team already, yeah.
Acer, Sam, J7, Tensa, and Nico. Yeah, there's just so many, like, good players. It all comes down to, like, dream team is dream team, right? I said this earlier in the stream. The team that does the best is the one that just works together the best, though. It doesn't even have to be a team of all top players.
Survival stream team. Read it.
Hodrix, Blonder, Spicy Rice, and Iron Sight. Dream team right there, yes. But yeah, I said this earlier. I don't know how many of you guys follow CSGO. But like a year ago or something, FaZe announced their roster for CSGO. It was literally like all of the best players you can ever imagine on one team. Like finally all of them were together on a team. It was like the most insane lineup ever. Was a year and a half ago? Yeah, what was the lineup, Jets? It was like... It was, Nico was on it.
On what?
Simple was on it, I think. Nico, Rain, Guardian, Olaf, Guardian, Rain, Nico, Kerrigan. Yeah, like, that was like... When they announced that roster, everyone was like, GG's. Like, that's it. They're gonna be the best team. And they had no synergy. They had no synergy. It didn't work. It was literally the 5 best players ever. Like, all on one team. And it just did not work. So, yeah. So, like, a dream team, you could put all the best players together on a team, but it might not work, you know? Yeah, Simple was never on FaZe, not my bad. Simple's always, like, I feel like Simple's been on Na'Vi for, like, forever. Right? Simple's Na'Vi. I might be mixing up the names. Dream teams and gamers. Simple was oh yeah, Simple was on Liquid, and then he went to Na'Vi. Yeah. Who won match 3? SNG won match 3. SNG is doing pretty well.
19 kills.
Yeah. What's up? Dick Dump?
Babe.
That's an interesting name.
Babe. Please. Please.
Dream Team, Zoo, Acer, Slicky, Angry. A lot of these teams all have potential. It's just how well will they work together as a team. Right now, like at the highest of levels, it just comes down to who fits the puzzle piece better than another player. It does not mean one player is better than the other. It literally means who just fits the puzzle piece better. I don't watch CSGO anymore, or only Rainbow Six. I want to get into Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six has been like popping off. But I don't know what all the fucking characters do. It's like getting into like a MOBA late. CSGO, it's like so easy to follow and just watch. But Rainbow Six is like super popular right now. Will there ever be Chinese teams in global PMPL? There will be some Chinese teams, but I think the best Chinese teams are going to stay and play in their PEC league. It doesn't matter anyways, because after PMCO players will switch different teams. What's new in NA, right? It's a cycle. I mean, that's the same thing that happens in every esports until you get a roster that finally works well together. The thing is, like, yes, you need time to get a team together to have good synergy. But usually after 1 year, you can tell if the synergy is going to keep growing or it's not going to work out.
I would totally want to give some examples, but it's going to be way too toxic.
Yeah. So, like CSGO, the best team right now is Astralis. And they've been together for a while now. But before they were Astralis, they were switching players around. Like, people came, people went. Liquid was really, really good. And they still are really, really good. But Liquid switched a bunch of players around. Like, constantly. Until they got the Liquid that we know now. So, I don't know. When people complain about, oh, NA's bad because they keep switching members, like, that's not why. That's what you have to do to get better. PK is a team that's been together for a while, but, like, they never had a fourth. They had to keep switching out their fourth until they got someone good. And now they have Raven, so they're switching people in and out too. They're just switching one player in and out. Yeah. And actually, no, PK isn't even that OG. Sam is on PK. And I remember last split, we were talking to Sam and we were about to recruit Sam to Omen. But Sam was still packaged with Kodo and we only had one spot. So Sam and Kodo went to PK, but they tried out Kodo and they didn't keep Kodo and they just kept Sam. So Sam is actually new on PK. Yeah. Only J7 and Jagger have been together. Sam is actually newer on PK. So, like, you don't even realize it, but roster changes happen in every game, and they happen all the time. People that complain about NA teams switch too often, which is why we're not good, that is not the case at all. I completely disagree with that.
Final game of the evening. Get your popcorn, get your cafe con leches, get whatever you need to do to enjoy this one. Hot Jukes, I threw you off with a cafe con leche. I couldn't think of anything.
Hey, I mean, heck, you don't really even, I don't even think you need any caffeine with all this action that's going on, man. It's going to be intense. The final match.
What do you think NA needs to work on the most?
So huge. This is the second day imperative for
I wish everyone in our scrims could take it more seriously.
place range somewhere on there and
But it's so hard to just take scrims more seriously.
fast as the plane's about
Like,
to drop.
we need more.
Place, we still have the
I don't know. We just need more in the scene.
with that huge win, now going to second.
Like, China's so good because there's so much money involved and there's so many viewers. Like, it's such a big game in China, right? When you have constant huge money tournaments on the line and you have a coach, you have a house, you have a cook. You don't just have a coach. Apparently XQF has 2 different managerial coaches. They have a gameplay coach and they have a communications coach. The communications coach solely focuses on how to better improve their communication. The gameplay coach solely focuses on their strategy and what they can do step by step, right? And they can afford to have all that because there's so much more at stake in China, right? Same with Southeast Asia. The scene is huge there.
Hey, I'm just calling it.
So their teams are going to just be naturally better, right? Like, for example, North America has the best football team. Why? Because North America loves fucking football. And when I say football, I don't mean soccer. Even though soccer is actually called football across the world. But we have what we like to call football, which is a bunch of people. Like, I watch the sport. It's great. But we're the only country that actively plays football. So, of course, we have the best football team. If another country wanted to make a football team, any, like, even the lowest tier NFL team will be able to beat them, right? American football. So it's kind of the same with PUBG Mobile right now. Like, on a global level, we're gonna struggle just because. Oh, that guy got his car stolen. Yeah.
Epic and Powerbank are the only 2 people I know that have it, and I'll tell you what, I'm pretty darn jealous. But you know what? I'm surprised
But yeah.
people are using car skins as Cabo knocks.
But outside of that,
Oh, Cabo gets knocked back.
wow.
What is going on?
HP Star going to be getting revived, but I think Prada might be getting aggressive here. They are going to be out there in the distance.
What is this skirmish? Yeah, I turned it back up.
Attempt a run over. I mean, no helmets out here. Not a lot going on. Cabo, though, most likely bleeding on out, but popping on over here. Disconnect. Yeah, huge loss, especially in the final game of the evening.
Japan has the best baseball team. Japan loves baseball, though.
Yeah, they love baseball.
Japan loves
You really
baseball.
can't take the engagement, and you gotta think bigger picture, especially
Yeah,
if
it's
you
more
go
than
all the way up there in the
America
north. You're gonna have to focus on positioning. You might want to go and send it to Soverny because that's probably free and clear. If you can be the first squad to get there, it's gonna be some good loot.
But yeah,
and good
outside of
positioning
just
for
getting
you. Yogi
more into the
disconnected
scene,
up
because
here.
that will only come with time. You can't just
Some
ask for that.
information on AT.
The only thing I could ask for NA to get better is, like, if everyone could just take scrims more seriously every single time, even if there's no, like, prize, if there's no tournaments for, like, the next, like, 4 months.
Have some pride.
Either north or south.
Like,
you know, you try to land Pachinki,
yeah.
so that way that zone lands.
China, it's all about the pride. About.
Unfortunately, it did
I
go
told
north, so
you.
these teams are in kind of a pickle.
If, like, I'm watching these teams here play, right? These aren't, like, the
Pay
top
attention.
tier
What does
teams.
Jovi do? I mean, they're all the way
But
down there in military base.
Every
This
end game
has,
circle,
couple
like by the
decent
5th or
games
6th
here
circle,
tonight.
there's
Do they
so many
risk
people
it and
alive.
send it over this bridge,
Just
or
because there's
do
so much
they,
at stake. So even if these
for a
teams
boat? I
aren't
don't
like,
know. I mean, if
you
they get
know,
in a boat, they
tier
definitely go
1
pretty early
scrim
on, but
teams,
boating
right?
is definitely an
They're all
option.
playing
Got
so
the gas tank at
serious
this point
with
in
so
the
much
game
on the
with this
line
personal
that it
circle.
becomes
So
more of
we'll
a
have to see. We'll
challenge.
see how they do it.
Now in tier 1
AT,
scrims,
though,
like the
out here
best
getting
teams of
aggressive
North
on the
America,
defense.
when we get to like the 5th, 6th circle, there's so many fucking people dead already. It's nothing like these games. But that doesn't mean like those tier 1 teams can't play like this. It just means we don't like, there's not enough at stake, so they don't play it as seriously.
I think so, because a lot of these teams are going to move up north. It's really unlikely someone's going to go.
Yeah, Unevens League was a nice change of pace. Unevens League was good. There was a lot of people alive on Unevens League. It's because there's $1,000 on the line, which like is a good change. We don't have any tournaments.
Running across there.
Like ESL, even though it came down to 10 teams on Sandhawk, leading up to ESO, like there were a lot of people alive on Erangel towards the end.
Try harding.
So they know that they can rotate out when the time is needed.
Yeah, Unevens League was a very nice change of pace, because towards the end game, there's so many people alive, and the game, it's going to sound weird, the game actually almost feels easier sometimes with that many people alive towards the end. Just because there's so much chaos going on, all you have to worry about
early game
is to your left and to your right. Teams across don't get to just shoot at you for free, just because there's so many people alive. They can't just, you know, laser you when you're trying to get behind a rock or something like that.
Pick up all the kids from school and
That's a scary rotation right there, you know, that you're putting yourself out.
It's scary, but they don't want to take the fight. They don't want to take the fight, you know. They are focusing on positioning, which I agree with. I don't agree with them all being in one vehicle. Hopefully they can prioritize finding another vehicle. Looks like they're just gonna come on over here to these warehouses and continue on looting. They didn't really do much.
Yeah. The other thing I don't like with NA scrims is that because so many teams fuck around and there's not a lot of teams left alive towards the end, you'll have one or two teams that just hold a really strong position and they can hold all of it. Because they don't have to worry about teams close on them. Because almost, like, a lot of people, more people are dead than should be. So whoever just gets the better circle or is already holding a really strong spot, they literally get to shoot at, like, everyone. But in games like these, like, you don't see one team just owning everything. Unless if they're pushing in a way where it's like they're taking one team out at a time.
Looks like he's just trying to get some looks.
I'm actually surprised. Yeah, Goat might actually be able to get revived right there. I mean, they're bleeding out fairly quickly. Yeah. But like you said, Unruly.
Like the game where Space Station got a shit ton of kills.
Ryan with the heart.
They killed a lot of players to be able to control all that territory, and they did it in a very fast and efficient manner. And then the game where Wildcard got a bunch of kills, they just... Let me think. How did Wildcard get a bunch of kills? They got a bunch of kills on Miramar. Yep. Oh no, the Erangel game where they got a bunch of kills. They came in from the edge side, and they just focused one team at a time and just pushed them in and looped around. And it only worked because there were enough teams left alive where they could just have to focus one team at a time, like close around them.
I really like what Universe 7 are doing. They're trying to collapse in on AVX, but I don't think they're.
What do you think about the India region? I think India's improving very fast.
Unfortunately, that smoke came out too late.
India did better than NA did and PMCO.
Just gonna take that kill last split and move on. Unfortunate for AVX. Orion tried to save him, dropped that smoke, but the homie said,
I'm pretty sure.
Leave right now.
I don't remember the placements exactly. But I think an India team was past C9
It's all right,
finals.
KBO. You guys did a good, you know, still in the game. Best of luck to the squad. Thanks, everybody, for watching, for tuning in, for Twitch chatting, for writing comments in YouTube chat, by the way. We're definitely watching you guys and girls, and we appreciate all the
Fnatic
support.
OP.
So final game, we saw a
What's up,
couple
Sass?
people in the chat spamming some S&G. That's a given. We saw a couple people spamming some U7 or Universe 7, so I like to see the fans come out.
Damn, U7 playing aggro.
I like to see some of that, not gonna lie. I know they got a lot of support out there.
One solo from Team 19 might fuck everything up
though.
though.
One of the members from AVX just trying to pinpoint exactly where they are, which compound they're in.
U7's playing like Space Station would, but I don't know if they're doing it in the right.
Oh, great nade!
Oh, Jesus.
Unfortunately, Versace just put this in. He's like, you know what? I don't think I want to be up here no more. I'm gonna just chill down here, apply some bandages. Wow. That was a close one. Yeah. Perfectly, almost a perfectly timed nade there from Siak. Tears at the angle and the zone. Like, oh, you called it earlier, Dave. Cerverni.
Wow.
The main
That's what it's
spot.
all about.
That's a wild card zone if I've ever seen one.
Yeah,
is Acer in this game?
Now they're going.
Yeah, is Acer playing in Cerverni right now?
Let's go, but
I don't see Acer's name on the Cerverni map.
For minutes at least, and there's just
a wild card
there.
looks
I wouldn't
Cerverni.
be surprised if Jovi pull up
So
and end up playing.
That's Acer's town right there.
Looks like the Molly was.
I forgot, today's February 20th.
By Versace.
In 2020.
Versace's squad mate still in the outskirts.
2020.
Killed in action, so it is a 3v2 over here, and does look like Abusement Park not opting to third part of this one.
Tier's got a good angle
to
right
give
here.
him a
He can
moment.
definitely put in some work, for sure. But yeah, it looks like all these teams are going to start heading up north. It's going to be tough, though, because like you said, yes, Severny has been open for so long. And that is going to make teams fear going
U7
there.
really
They're
wanna
going to
pick
feel
up
that a
these
squad
kills.
is there. So
It's already occupied.
yeah, so you're going to have to see. And it's a tough one to just enter in all crazy. There's a really good foothill on the side with some good cover.
I don't know
so
if
I wanna
Unruly
see
knows
teams
there's a
gonna
guy.
go there,
Oh,
kinda
Unruly
spot it
called it
If
out.
they
He
see
said
it
he
empty,
hears footsteps.
send it in there and get some
To the
really
east,
good loot
right?
and
To the east.
position.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all about scouting. I mean, you might think it is occupied or already looted. Oh, Unruly gonna be popping up, waiting for the bait for Peroxide to get on into
got
the
out.
buggy. And once
Oh!
with the quick flip. Oh. You
Oh.
would think
No.
Unruly would have had it right there.
And he
on
just
Peroxide,
dips.
the
He
one
said,
up.
yo, peace, I'm out. What a tough one for Universal.
Oh shit.
That's the play that you hope.
That's
is
what happens
not
when you have an
there,
Uzi close
but it
range,
is.
though.
Yup, exactly.
I mean,
Alright.
Unruly got bopped.
Unfortunately,
play?
Universal
But the other guy had an
is
Uzi.
Versace right now.
Oh,
All
man.
some feels
That's tough one.
horrible.
Hey, good for Peroxide. That was
Hey,
a quick
absolutely.
flick. That was a quick flick. I mean, hey, that's a good play.
It happened.
I think he headshot him too with the Uzi.
Licking
I mean,
the
honestly,
blue
close
rubber,
range Uzi, if that guy
the
flicks
blue
onto your
rotating
head,
now, trying to send it on north like we're
there's
talking
not much
about
you can
earlier.
do.
I don't know. I gotta say that camp
Oh,
did
pick up
not
the
pay
kills
off at
here.
all.
Oh,
Didn't pay off at all.
Absolutely. Oh, Versace now. They see ABX.
they need these kills.
They're getting
They got
revenge.
one. They got two.
And they
Why did
got
Orion
one.
hop
Got a
out?
goal. That's it. ABX
Okay.
out.
Oh, hold up. Orion went down to the zone though.
Oh, okay.
Does-
Oh, they didn't get the kill on
Unfortunately,
Orion.
if he died 2-play zone,
That
that's the last
sucks for
one died. Yeah, that's
U7.
gonna be 1 point less for Universe 7.
Wow.
Unfortunately, got
Yeah,
him down
so
to
they
1
chunked
HP.
him down. They chunked him down. Yeah, they chunked him down. Really
I
well.
wouldn't say that's a
They
bad
get
play
down
from
to
U7.
final.
If that guy killed him out of the
There you
buggy
go.
like
I
he
mean,
should
Orion
have,
brought
they
in that
pick up a
rose
kill
for a
point,
reason, right? To leave it on their grave.
and then they get 2 more kills if that guy didn't die to play
That's
zone. So they pick up
right.
3 kills and they're 3 alive.
This is a
Three
great
members
spot.
And they're just edging
They're
anyways.
gonna see all these rotations going on, and yes, they do.
But the guy
AG
didn't kill
getting-
them,
getting
so,
shot at by 2 teams.
You know, everyone's gonna shit on them for it.
Bootron Cow, unfortunately, not able to hit the mark. Tough shots. Oh, but Joe, he drove right into Jovi. And Jovi takes him out. All that dodging just to run into a full squad does not feel good. Been there.
Oh, zone shift.
Next circle does go on up. Severny's still gonna be in it. Nice little shift down there to the south, so a lot of that terrain over there by Stauber not gonna be in play. We have amusement park. Still 4 members alive. Coming in from the west side. There's gonna be a troll crate out there in the water. I don't think anyone will have time to go and collect that, unfortunately. POV gonna be on the east side of this new zone. The unnamed, still with 4 members alive, all with vehicles. You like to see it because they can create their own cover, essentially, if they need to, especially with all these wide open fields that we do see in this circle.
Absolutely. You got Tribe sitting dead center. They're nice and pretty. End game's got a really good position as well. This is going to be huge for these teams. Last game, they got to pull out a good win with some...
Alucard playing off now? Yeah.
As the rest of these squads are going to have a whole nother day.
Yeah, what Harlem's saying.
And they're
It's
gonna
that Uzi
definitely
close
score
range.
the
I don't blame
board.
him.
So it's going to be a tough one right now. Hopefully, they're all right now waiting. That zone is starting to close. This next one is
He
huge.
still got
Uzi gets
owned.
knocked.
But the other guy did have an Uzi.
With a good grenade. The unnamed right now sorting their position, looking on. Looks like, oh, they do spot Jovi out. There's gonna be some action going on right now.
Oh, not TU.
Gabby getting knocked.
TU's gonna push this.
And here comes the aggression from the unnamed. After that, Lucas actually going to be reversing right there after getting tagged. They're going to be utilizing these vehicles as cover. Q's going to be pulling up onto the tree, but Caitlyn with the DP, making sure Q doesn't make
Good
pull up
pressure
onto
fire
Gabby.
by
Gabby
Caitlyn.
trying to crawl on back.
Nice, nice.
Here comes the smokes. Gabby is fairly safe. They might be able to get the revive successfully.
Gab
It
or
looks like the
Caitlyn
unnamed
cannot
have to
get
pump the
knocked
brakes
at
just
that
a little
spot.
bit.
Caitlyn is
Caitlyn
basically holding
with the cover
Overwatch for
fire,
his
doing
whole
great
team.
job at keeping the unnamed at
Or
bay.
for her whole
Yeah,
team.
Q doing a good
If
job
Caitlyn gets
working
knocked,
against that
Jovi
scout
gets
team hard,
surrounded,
getting that
and they're gonna
position.
die.
unfortunately,
Caitlyn needs to stay up there too. If Caitlin's smoking to run down to her team because she's feeling pressured, that is not the play. Caitlyn needs to grow some balls and stay at that rock right now.
Exactly, and you know you got Caitlyn like holding the left of this tree. Prophecy
She's smoking herself off though.
Grenades, like you said, 3 grenades right on into the smoke spot. Do believe that they're in the compound, but the Q connect on to Gabby.
Oh, and the third. How many nades does this guy have?
Grenade just for the heck of it. But we'll be tagged right
I don't know why
there.
Caitlyn smoked herself off. Caitlyn could have took down Q while he was throwing all those nades, but she smoked herself off because she felt like too pressured because they were shooting her rock. Oh, and Caitlin's trying to run down. No, she's doing exactly.
Well, with the support over here, finally making that collapse.
Caitlin's doing exactly what I said not to do. I kind of felt like Caitlyn was going to do that too, because I know what it's like to play Overwatch and you feel pressured. You start throwing smokes on yourself to keep yourself alive. But she had to just sit there behind the rock and just be patient. She panicked. She needed to just chill at that rock. That guy wouldn't have been able to throw so many free nades, even though those nades were really good, and he was throwing them from behind a tree, so there's not much you could do about that.
Prone right now, probably doing a little bit of that praying action.
But she did not need to smoke herself off there.
So there's going to be a lot of cover, a lot of urban combat.
TU's a really good team with like playing aggro though. They aren't scared to play aggro. So that was going to be a tough fight for Jovi either way.
See some teams stay. We're gonna see some teams move. Here it comes right now. That circle is starting to close.
CQC tips.
Kind of holding their angles, waiting.
Personally for me, my areas that I'm bad in CQC is I need to play more confident, but still play patient.
Some action now from Ran.
Oh, what the fuck? Which just like popped up into the shack.
Look at Lucy right now, snaking.
So there's a difference between sitting behind a rock TPP the whole time and playing scared, and sitting behind a rock and playing patient.
Already gonna be down 2 members.
And there's a difference between playing confident, like you just push things, and just pushing things because you don't know what else you're supposed to do.
Playing the zones.
So you need to find a balance of playing patient and playing confident. And CQC. I think that's like the two like biggest things. Some people play too scared and they just sit and they don't peek. Right? They don't take shots. They just stay behind cover because they don't have a clean shot. And then some people play too confident in the sense of like they just push and they keep running and they just keep pushing and then they get knocked. You need to find a good balance of both.
Because guess what? They are ready. They're primed, ready for a fight. Some of these teams that just sit for so long, once they get into the fight, they get those
spam this glow because slump throwed. Oh my gosh. I'm not bad at CQC. If you need tips, DM me. Yeah, if Sixless is willing to give tips, DM Sixless.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. They're ready to fight.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I should DM. I mean, I learned my CQC from Nico, so.
It is pretty amazing though that the unnamed, they're in so much action, and you know they've been getting knocked in the process, but they're so good at
did you tell them that?
Support for their squad mates to be able to get the revive. Like some teams, you know, when the players get knocked, it's like, oh, that sucks.
Where are the codes? How do you know where the
gotta fight this fight.
When you're not out yet.
They fight the fight and attempt to get the revive. Like how they able to just continue to pull us off.
Spam this glow because Slump throwed.
Playing with a really good strategy. They like to push 3-1. As you can see, you got Ran, Lucas, and Bucky together, and they usually have one player. Hard shift though on the zone.
Everyone in Severny is fucked.
All these teams are gonna have to go in, and that is a lot of open field over there.
A lot of open field.
That's not good.
Yeah, names. You know, planning their crash. They do have 2 vehicles.
So they like to usually do that with that. They're gonna say they're gonna go 2-2 here. Really interesting. Lucas now getting some points while his squad's looking to go ahead. And
wow, they're just going straight to it.
Look at that.
They're not going down south. The unnamed are crashing. They're sending
this
church.
Look how they push
They're
though.
looking
They
for
have
kills.
those two people go in with that.
Damn,
vehicle.
I
They
love
have
the
that
way
person in
Unname's
the back,
playing.
just kind of waiting for someone.
They're
to
wiping
peek as they
things
drive
out
off
before they
with
push
bait, and
in.
They make it happen. Memo.
But they have to
takes
do
out
it fast
Outsider,
and
said, Sir,
effectively.
sit down. You need to view this match. That's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
they need to go now.
Avengers like cruising at like school zone speed right now through Suburban.
Hey,
Maybe just count out the
this
area.
is definitely not panic driving right now. This is them deciding
That was like, oh, maybe it's not slow enough. No.
Don't go here, don't go
They're
there.
still alive though. You can't hate on it, but they will be connecting. We'll be finding the man with the 18 shots on the Ran over there on the UAS.
That's a tough
UAS
rotation.
has to be chunked down so low. Q. Yep, there goes the vehicle explosion, and
Off
Ran is
rotation.
still alive. Lucas pulling on.
If
up.
they wanted to
Nick
crash the
Nito.
spot and take a fight, they need
On
to
the
crash
hill.
this spot on the edge of zone and take a fight.
Lucas knocking survival.
Richie.
Man, the unnamed
Yeah,
is
Richie.
going off as they go to take this hill. Ran now getting knocked though. Oh, there's all types of squads here on Snake Hill. It's gonna be a tough one.
Oh, right behind him.
He is
Right
still
behind him.
alive
Here
somehow.
We come. Trying to get some more action. This is the rejects coming up right behind.
Wait, where's the
Amusement
other
Park will
TU
be
guy?
getting
Oh, he never
extremely
pushed up with this
aggressive on
team.
the unnamed, and I think that's it
Which
for
is the
the
right
unnamed.
play,
I mean,
because that's a
the
fucking
unnamed,
wild
you know,
push.
having a very tricky situation when it comes to making the call on
Oh,
where to go.
Bucky's
They
still
sent
up.
the hill.
Bucky from
Oh,
the
Bucky
unnamed
is
is still
still
up.
up.
That's
Oh.
right. So it looks like they just ran, like I
Take it
said, 3-1. And they got that one in the back just getting placement as they unfortunately weren't able to take out.
They think the last TU member is
Oh,
behind the
dude, look at that
car.
hawk sight, making sure nobody's there. This is a huge game for AP
Yeah,
as they have
they
the
might
best
think
position.
that Bucky is behind there. They might think Bucky's behind them because it wasn't the insta-flush, right? So
Absolutely.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
Wick having to put his best wiggle on right now. Look at him. Doing the thumbs up. Saying, Richie,
Oh my
leave
gosh.
me alone.
he's still wiggling. Richie.
Oh, and he
Richie
finally
not
gets
getting
knocked.
it. Richie not getting it. He's still wiggling.
Oh my
He's
gosh,
wiggling
fucking
along.
Wick.
Whoa. What is going on here? Oh my goodness.
Action like
The
crazy
rejects
right
up
now.
here.
Tribe should have been
Huge
naded
game
and
for
pushed
His little dip.
already. If there is I think if there was a stronger team controlling the top hill,
17.
they would have naded and flushed out Tribe.
Absolutely.
Losing Park, losing
Maybe
Park.
not though,
They
because there's a
did
lot of
lose
chaos
zone as
happening.
Well, so unfortunately, oh, Tribe now. Dead
Tribe
center.
just
This is
been
gonna be
sitting
tough.
down there.
Every single team's gonna be shooting at Tribe right now. They're just gonna try and
They have
hold on
they have
to the
zone too, so
and
this
try and
team,
defend
all this team
themselves.
needs to
But
do.
they-
Oh, they
oh,
have a
look at this.
shack.
Great plays from Tribe as they got all these vehicles
Oh,
blown up.
I didn't know they had a
Throwing smokes
shack.
out. Great cover. Richie.
A good team. And the chaos
Find
of
the spot
everything,
right here.
you could probably play that shack and not get
Yep.
like
Tribe.
just hard pushed by a team.
They got some smokes. They got hard cover though. Unless a team gets up close and personal and throws these grenades
Oh,
through
look at
them.
it.
But talk
Multiple
about
teams
a crash. There's
at the
three
same time.
teams on this
Oh,
shack.
jeez.
HP Star fanboy within this shack.
Oh,
Here comes
Lucy.
TC right now.
Connected,
1v1.
making the pull up.
Lucy
Takes them
playing
out.
spoiler.
Maniac getting killed by no mercy in the distance over here. From the reject, that's just unlucky. Two squads pushing the one shack. at
Oh,
the
that
same
guy's
exact
barely in
time.
grass render.
Unlucky. That was huge though.
Huge. Look, Lucy though, getting his car and just kind of standing on that angle.
Oh, he got him. Rip X Gamers. Out in
First one
6th
out
place.
last game, last one alive this game. He hopefully is looking to secure a good position for his team. Right now, Amusement Park having to move into position. One of their members already in.
I like this. Richie's like Overwatch,
Really good
trying to
angle.
pick up some kill ups before moving in.
This is the game that they need right now. They got the spot. Hopefully they can get a bunch of kills and finish off the night strong. That'll give them some good vibes going into the next day's
Oh,
game.
Richie didn't have a vehicle
Oh,
though.
Richie.
That was not the play. I thought Richie was gonna take that buggy down, but if he didn't have a vehicle, he should not have stayed up there.
Our squads down there.
I like the
on south
idea though,
disconnect.
staying up there until
Could
zone
be a
touches
good
you,
game
but you
for
have to
them.
have a
Could be a
vehicle
good
ready
game
to
for
just drive straight in.
Tribe as well.
You
I mean,
cannot
no
run
one's really
down.
making the hard push on the Tribe. They have all these vehicles for cover. They have a
Smokes
little
like
shack to
crazy.
continue to smoke on up. Yep, to make sure that they're not going to overexpose themselves because it is the only hard cover within this new circle. So everybody's going to be looking at it. Here comes disconnect. They're
Oh,
going
here they come.
to be pushing a little further on into the circle.
Great car cover. Everyone's smoking right now. End on his own. Gets a knock.
They should throw smokes further away from them.
Man,
Actually,
Epic
I
is
don't
up
know.
As well. Or Epic looking to getting some knocks. Oh, and unfortunately,
This is Tribe's game to
a
win.
return nade. Gonna be tough. But as you can see, Tribe with their
That's the one
experience,
counter, right?
dropping smokes down.
That's the one counter to Tribe is grenades. If a team gets close enough, they can just toss out a couple grenades. And
What's Lucy
most
gonna
likely
do here?
Tons of damage
Oh yeah.
onto him. Lucifer still alive, the solo member from the squad is gonna have to snake their way on into the zone. But Epic gonna be peeking their head, gonna be spraying out there onto Disconnected. Lucifer also trying to
Lucy.
get a piece of the action themselves.
Gave away his
Taking
position
shots on
though.
the Tribe.
Okay, it's fine. He's
Either
in grass
way,
render
but
distance.
Not giving up. Gonna be tossing some smokes out there.
Right now, if I'm
Crawl into a
disconnected,
more
I'm seeing
centralized
Lucifer as
position.
a teammate right now. You know, trying to push
Yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
Tribe
We're
to get
gonna
that,
get there on this one.
to get them out of there.
I
But you know
don't
what?
think Lucy gets
It's,
past
all,
third place
it's an
though.
all for one, all for all right now.
Lucifer
Lucy gets
spotted,
caught out.
trying to get the spray down.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
super low, but pre-smoked right there, able to heal on enough. King A using these windows to try to get some information out here.
Ooh, both teams on to Lucy. That's tough, but he's still alive. That is insane. As the zone gets smaller,
Lucifer
look at
might win
Tribe.
this. Lucifer might win this.
That would be insane.
I got a good feeling.
Yo,
I
Lucy.
mean, Tribe, they're focusing on Lucifer.
Lucy.
Oh, here comes
Lucy
King
shooting
right
too much? If Sixer says
Yeah.
so as a
Look at
solo,
Lucy
Jumping in
just
smoke,
sneaking
already
up.
gone.
then you're shooting too
Snaking
much.
his way, trying to survive, but
This
this
is-
is gonna,
this
they're
is
gonna see each other right now.
Disconnected could make some plays right now.
And
While
Lucy
Tribe
gets
is
caught out
distracted
by
by
King A.
Lucifer. 3v3.
Sixers, the Snake God said
The
it.
final
Yep.
game of the evening. Groups A and C.
If you're ever
right
a
here.
solo of
Disconnected.
Sixers, you should be
Best
doing
placements
something.
yet.
You should be doing
Tribe
that
looking
instead.
to get the traditional Game 4 chicken dinner.
And they need this one right here. This is huge for them.
Oh.
Took the gun off. Full sprint.
Oh. What?
Takes it.
Memo
No way.
in the grass right here could be such
Him
a
just
spoiler
running like that?
on the
Just go
Disconnected
prone,
team.
bro.
Gonna be unloading their clip with the M4. Going to be getting one of the members. This is a 3v2.
Oh, they're full
King
pushing
A
this.
getting aggressive right now, pulling up to the crate for some hard cover clips, peeking on up, trying to get the shots on to King A. King A, the front runner right now from the squad.
GG's. Tribe got it.
Epic gonna be thirsted. King A returning the favor. Now there's just one more member
Oh!
left from Disconnected, and just
Ow.
like that, King A with the final blow, the traditional Game 4 chicken dinner. Tribe taking it home.
The traditional
just in
Game
time.
4 chicken
Huge.
dinner by
Spam those
Tribe.
emotes in the chat. You're the Tribe.
Huge for Tribe. King A getting aggressive at the right time, putting that pressure fire, letting every single 5.5
Fear
bullet he had
Tribe.
out, and was
Fear
able
the
to get that good
Tribe.
clip
I almost said
headshot.
the other thing.
Really good performance from them.
Lucy
Right now,
got to
they're at
third,
9
though.
kills. They
Good shit,
absolutely
Lucy.
Needed it. Hopefully they're able to take this.
If it was
edge
Sixers, he
on,
would've got
to the
first.
next day of matches, as they have still a whole lot of catching up to do.
Yep, Group A. So we're not gonna see them here tomorrow night. They're gonna. Be
I want you
here
guys to see
Saturday
TU
night.
had like 10 kills
Great,
though.
great final game for them. Another.
So even though they went
good
out
game,
early, with those 10
for
kills,
Endgame, and
they
I think the best game yet for Disconnected.
they got like maybe 4th overall
Look at
in this
that.
lobby.
kills, able to get some
5th?
placement points. Yeah,
A
not
good,
too bad.
good
A
solid.
disappointing
Look at
game
Imagine if
for
I didn't DC last game. I'm in my zone.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah,
Universe
Lucy's
7,
feeling it.
Getting a
Lucy,
good
can you
solid
switch
13th
teams?
place,
I
unfortunately.
like you, but I don't
They
like
got
one
that
person on
big
your
fight
team.
early on.
And a good game.
It's tough. The unnamed, though, still, look at
Lucy's
them.
popping,
9th
though.
place
She's popping
with
off.
a. No,
Yeah, 9th with 10 kills. They're probably 4th overall just from this
Tomorrow
match
night.
alone.
They're going to be here on Saturday night, but great
4th or
great
5th.
final game for them. Another good game for Endgame, and I think the best game yet for Disconnected. So
Whew, look at that.
5 kills, able to get some placement points. Yeah,
A
not
good,
too bad.
good
A
solid.
disappointing
Look at
game
Lucy,
for
though.
like Universe 7.
Absolutely. I mean, Universe 7 getting a good solid 13th place, unfortunately.
I have a good team. I'm having
they
fun.
got that big fight early on.
And a good game.
It's
Who's the
tough.
best-
The unnamed, though.
Who's the
still,
best?
look at
Who's
them.
Saku
9th
doesn't
place
like?
With a no,
How do I answer that question?
You don't.
Okay.
If I say the name.
Oh, they just ended the stream while Haji was talking. They're like, okay, we're done. Tencent just cut the stream out. ZooTay, sir, we disqualified in playoff. Wait, what happened?
Yeah, let me send you the end results.
Send me the end results. Wildcard versus SSG tomorrow. It's gonna be lit. Yeah, let's see who's the top dog between Wildcard and SSG. I'm getting knocks, but like no kills. That happens a lot. Oh my gosh, my Discord just froze. Is this it?
Yeah.
These are overall scores from the 4 games tonight. Yeah. Okay. So here's the scores overall for the 4 games tonight. Unnamed, 1 chicken dinner, but they're 20 points ahead of the second place for just tonight's. Just as look at their kill points. If you can play the way Unnamed does every game and pick up the kills when you can, your overall points will be higher than teams that try and just get the good rotations and the good... Because it's so hard to rely on good rotations all the time. But if you play the way TU does, from beginning to end, in all your matches, taking the kills, taking the fights, when you know how to do it, when you have a slight advantage, you will get higher points than most. Over the course of 60 games, if you play that way, I think you will do better than teams that rely more on circle. Now, if you're a team like Space Station, right, that could do both. They really know how to play the circles when they identify the need to, and they really know how to take the push and kills. I mean, that's obviously the best way to do it. But one thing that a lot of teams overlook is the consistency of pushing and getting kills and knowing how to take fights. Final overall standings, I don't have that. You got like 6 or 7 today, so not bad. 6 or 7 over the course of 4 games is pretty good. Yeah. My Discord froze because I have too many damn notices. Really? In 36, we were 30. Oh, you guys were Supergirls. Oh, wait. Rupali, you were on the Supergirls team? I watched a little bit of Southeast Asia. I do remember seeing a Supergirls team. I was like, wow, a girls team in PMCO. But I didn't know you were in it. Wow, that's impressive. Scout killed us in all matches. Same job with the Fnatic. Wow. Hey, you got to PMCO though. I think for newer teams, if you could make it to PMCO, that's a success right there. You don't have to get top 24. You don't have to get to top 16. If you're a newer team, there's so much to learn. Just getting to PMCO is big. There are other teams that have been doing this so much longer. So if you could just get to top, if you could just get into PMCO, yeah. Next time I will meet you for sure. Hey, I'll see you next time. Good luck. Yeah, Zivon is going to be moving into the SSG house very soon. Get more synergy, more practice. Moving into a house doesn't always mean you'll just get synergy though, but I do see moving into a house definitely has its benefits. And I could see it having a lot of negatives if not done correctly. Yeah. Alright, we're going to see who to raid. Let's see who's streaming right now on PUBG Mobile. I think Derpy's streaming. Is Derpy streaming? Oh, this is not I was like, what? Okay.
Oh my god, it's Ollie.
Oh, hey, Ollie. Okay, we got Random X hosting solo cash customs. Derpy is streaming. Post PMCO hangout, solo cash. Oh, he's doing solo cash customs too, maybe. Just Machine says raid Salty Squinty. Oh, that's a tough one. I haven't raided Derpy in a while, but I haven't raided Salty either. But Derpy did, yeah, but Derpy did pop in the chat earlier. And Derpy is streaming PUBG Mobile. I think Salty's been playing Apex. So I'm gonna have to go with Derpy on this one. Julia says raid ZooTay, please. Yeah, I wish I could raid both. What if I like could send half of you guys to Salty and half of you guys to Derpy? Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and raid Derpy because he popped into the chat supporting me earlier. And I mean, it's Derpy. Derpy just started streaming again pretty recently. So yeah, it's hard, it's a hard choice, but I'm gonna go ahead and raid Derpy. I hope you guys can all understand. Raid Julius. Yeah. Alright guys, thank you guys for being here. Tribe won the last match, yes.
Bye.
Just like the other day. This is Derpy's stream link for everyone on YouTube. Outsider support all day long again. Poor Outsider. Alright guys, I love you all. I'm so sorry the stream crashed, but I was so surprised you guys were all back to watch, so thank you guys. I really thought after my stream crash, everyone was like, okay, we're just gonna go watch the main PUBGM channel. GG's today, Lucy, you popped off. Keep it up. I'm so happy that you're like finally playing on a team and in a way that you're showing your truer potentials. I can't talk after I talk for too long. But yeah. Alright guys. See y'all. Have a great night. Enjoy your Friday. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And I'll do custom rooms after PMCO tomorrow. So stay tuned for that.